bundle, so I don't never press. I just made a mess. I just made a mess. 50-yard TD with the winning catch.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears. Williams now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the... .25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And this one complete, right side to Funchess. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggled to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tua going to throw. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll try the left side. Branch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. On 3rd down, Branch. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Lance now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Lance now on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Second down and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. The Lance going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Austin Hooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 30 on second down, Tua got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Tua now on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Branch. A gain of 3, second down. They'll try the left side. Branch. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. Branch. And he's brought down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't...
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Kenny Clark breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Point after, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing, but timing usually develops.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down now. It's Bell, and he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 40-yard line. He's back at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got
the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Tua, he gets it complete to Harris. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to... And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. To try again after the sack. Lance, they'll run the screen with Mack. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Check 55, Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
So first thing crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch QB drop. Mike 55. Mike 55. Check, 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 check.
Here's Lance to throw it. It's caught by Hooper. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
52 blaster. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
He'll get this one to Cup, complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point attempt to come here. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Bears 34, Buccaneers nothing.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now a first down and then some. And all the way out to the 46. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Left side complete to Lockett. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw again on second down, Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now a give, right side, Branch. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Branch. And some room to roam now. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Point after here coming up. And this hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through. Could have gone either way, but he got it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Tua. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Tua on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Black shot. Here we go.
Lance looking to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now Lance. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Devin Funchess, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears add on. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And now here is another interception. Taron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. Yet another interception. And I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Gets past one man. Flashes another juke, and he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. And that's into the hands of Stevenson. On play action, Lance. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. It's brought in by Harris. That catch good for only a couple. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The Bucks on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. That'll be caught by Cup. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Lance. And that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua, a screen to Bell. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the screen pass.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 47. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Not much there, only a yard. On second down, it's Harris. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. The Bucs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips. They'll keep it on the ground. Branch, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
They'll try the left side. Branch. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.